Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I recorded one of my positions earlier just to show you how I use the volume profile to look for opportunities. And the opportunity that I saw today formed on gold. Obviously, in our previous analysis on gold, we're looking for further downside. So my bias in this market is short. And what I identified was that price came back up into the US or EU, areas of interest, which was the value area high and the point of control in here. So I was looking for basically to get short around this area for an opportunity to the downside to actually look at testing the developing value area high, which at the time was down through here, but it's now come up a little bit because it's still developing. So looked for the opportunity to the downside there, and I filmed the execution, and yeah, I hope you learn a lot from it, and I will catch you in the next video. Hi guys, just thought I'd do a little trade playthrough. So I've took two positions on gold, so looking for price to come to the downside. You can see here it just says gold if you can't see it over on the right hand side. So what am I looking at? So basically price has been auctioning down all day. My bias for gold is bearish at the moment because of the fundamentals and looking for basically dollar strength in the market. So I'm trying to see if we can push back to the downside. Only looking for a very short term trade here because we do have this kind of double bottom that formed sort of between the sort of European and US session, and then we've auctioned to the upside. And what I quite like about this is that we've got so we have the EU volume profile here. Price has auctioned up to the point of control and the value area high, and we're starting to find some resistance. So we had quite strong rejection from that area. So this is the minute chart. We had quite a strong rejection from the area. Price came back up, and then what happened was we double topped, broke to the downside. So I took my first position on a breakout here, second position on a breakout of this trend. I mean, I could add to look a third position on a break of that. But basically just going to hold two positions. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to see if we can get down to the developing value area high of the US session, which is also this kind of double bottom sort of neckline area. So I'm looking to see if price can auction on down to that. If it does, I think we can then bank a position, and then what I'll do is I'll move stops on the second position to break even to see if we can auction down any further, maybe back towards the lows at 17.10. So that's what I'm looking for. Risk is obviously above the highs. Okay, so if price auctions above the highs and we see a rally in the market, I'll be taken out. Okay, so I'll have a position or two positions stopped at that point. So that's the breakdown of what I'm looking at here on gold. This is the trade here on the left hand side. This is the analysis on the right hand side using volume profiles. So I will pause the video and come back with the development, whether it was a winning trade or a losing trade, because we can obviously learn from a factor of those things, and yeah, I will let you know the outcome. Okay, so trade update. Didn't have to wait too long. I took the first position off, so that was for a 1R trade. So I risked whatever I risked, I made back there on the initial position. So stops are now at break even on the second position, so nice to make a decent bit on that trade. Looking for continuations now into my final take profit area, which is the value area high. I did say that was going to be my first TP, and then I was going to take some off, but I was in good profit there, so I didn't want to hold this aggressively just in case buyers are hovering around a little bit sooner. So one of my sort of rules in trading, especially when you're trying to scalp the market, is you come off at the first point of support. So we had this area there, which was support. this area here that was the support. Now I wasn't too bothered by this one because we'd already kind of formed the bearish reversal, so I didn't expect buyers to really be sitting here, but I didn't know whether buyers would be sitting where we're at now. So I took my position off at the first area. Just so happened that it was a 1-to-1 on a risk reward ratio, and I'll look to see if price can now come back down to the US value area high. So win-win on this trade. We're either going to come out with a 1R result and a break even, or we're going to come out with 2 positive results. So let's see what happens. I'll let you know in the next update. So turns out it was a good job. I took my profits and moved stocks to break even. Pretty much as I stopped the video, price started to reverse to the upside and we started to see a bit of a move. Now this was the area here I was cautious about, which is basically almost the high of that candle there. And yeah, that was where I didn't know whether buyers would still be hanging around at this area through here. Price may still come back down to the value area high and then move back to the upside. That still could be the case. So we could see another sort of change in trend there and another move down. But at the moment, that trade is done with. So I think in total we got 25, 26 pips out of this one. Obviously could have had more with the secondary move, but you know, that's why we move stops aggressively on a scalping move. But yeah, I hope that made sense, and hope you enjoyed a bit of a different type of video. And yeah, let's see if you know, we could get a potential another opportunity, but I won't go over that. And we'll see if we get any further downside from gold in general, which is what we are kind of expecting in the market at the moment. So thanks for watching this video update, and I'll catch you in the next one.